What's this?
It's right, your
I
mother.
didn't realize I was going to play a video.
Oh, I must have went to the next thing. I was like, I didn't realize we were going to talk about World Wrestling.
Oh,
Oh, he's still alive.
Yes.
The Grim Reaper himself
That's Sting?
starving to get his hands.
It's Ultimate
on my
Warrior.
Read the
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
caption.
I can't see it. The thing's in the way.
Oh, here, let me scroll. You ready now?
In the
There we go.
WWE
Ultimate Warrior.
All I could see was the word.
Coming in
It's official.
2014.
WWE
No, I'm just surprised. I can't believe he's still alive.
14.
There's actually rumors
To
about
be
that, whether
honest,
he's
I
alive
bet
or
Sting
not.
looks just like that.
They do. Actually, Sting's all black now, but anyways,
I didn't realize he was
God.
black.
that's
You can do that these
black
days?
hair. Have you not seen Tropic Thunder?
I meant black as in
Come on.
race.
Yeah. Have you not seen Tropic Thunder?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I understand what you're saying now. Never go full retard.
It's they're making a big deal about it because this is the first time he's been in the wrestling franchise in like 10 years.
Oh, he wasn't in any of the
He
games.
hasn't been in any of them.
I haven't played
like,
I haven't
Well,
played any of
to
these
be
games
fair, he
for-
hasn't been around for like 20, 30 years.
No,
so-
but they still. I mean,
He's a legendary character.
he's a legendary character. I mean, he's.
They can make some. They should make some money off of him
So,
with the downloadable
yeah, and they
character.
But there's actually rumors on whether or not the original Ultimate Warrior is alive or not, and like there's rumors that a guy that looked enough like him have come in and mimicked him to take over the legend and carry it on.
His
But who
franchise
knows?
name.
Yeah, his franchise name, because he was a bodybuilder down on the
Yeah.
beach, and I mean, he had no talent whatsoever. But he got his start partnering with Sting.
that's
They
right.
came in together, and then they, some low level backyard wrestling show, and then
Oh, that's funny that they
know,
both
they-
got super popular too.
and they both did get super popular, right? So wrestling fans should be excited. I haven't actually played a wrestling game in a decade.
But
Yeah,
it's
same
probably
here.
been longer for
I-
me. So it's probably PlayStation 1.
I was
What about? Okay, wait. N64. Was it WCW versus NWO?
I may have played that.
Come on,
Which
how
was-
awesome was that?
That was a good. No, I actually
You
don't.
got characters that aren't even wrestlers. THQ man,
Yeah.
the ninja.
The only reason I even stopped following wrestling in general was just because I liked the difference between WCW and WWF.
yeah,
I really didn't like that they joined it together.
no.
But I know they still do like
Well,
Monday Night Raw and the different shows.
Yeah,
but
they've still got their different shows, but yeah, no,
I
I liked
the rivalry between the two.
that I had options.
Yeah.
And you do nowadays. I mean, they've got TNA, but
It's not the same
it's
thing.
not the same thing. I don't know, and that's not our medium. So,
We talked about this last week.
well, we did, but it's ongoing.
No, I know, it's just a new thing.
and it's updated. The
Yeah.
League of Legends player we were talking about last week for as we put it or as you put it, a too soon joke.
Yeah, they got him in jail for
They got him in jail.
for
He's been
8
in jail
months.
for 5.
5 months. That was been.
He's
I guess
been in
February.
since February.
So yes, I guess 5.
So 5 months. Anyways, he was in jail. He was on suicide watch. He was in solitary confinement, trying to kill himself. And last week, somebody anonymously donated $500,000 to
Bail him
the
out.
charity that the family had set up to try to get him bailed out. He was supposed to go to trial today. His court case was supposed to be today, so he got bailed out like 4 days before court.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And I scoured all day trying to find an update of how
Well,
that
yeah,
went,
but
and I
he
couldn't
still
find anything.
he still
but-
gets to be out though.
right. He is
Did,
out on trial.
Like obviously you don't. You're stupid for saying stuff like that. But like, did they have anything other than that's what he said? I
No,
mean, did they
no,
find
they-
weapons? Did
No,
they
they
find,
they actually did raid his house, and they found no weapons, no plots, no planning. It was strictly just a comment. Somebody was like, "Dude, you're crazy. You're
Don't get me wrong,
messed up in the
maybe-
head." And he's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go shoot a school full of kids." And they're still beating
Oh
home.
God, I actually didn't realize that there was a comment before that. That makes
Yeah.
it even worse. It gets
I was gonna
crazy
say-
sarcasm.
I was gonna say, like, you'd think that maybe they'd try him and maybe throw him in. I don't know, like slap him with some community service, keep an eye on him or something. But 5 months for saying something retarded.
If he gets anything more than time served, I'll be shocked.
God,
If he
that's-
gets jail time, to me, that's like cruel and unusual punishment because he's already been in there for 5 months.
not to mention it's
For a
words and there's
comment.
there's no evidence. So
I mean,
don't get me wrong, I think he's an idiot, but
Yeah.
that-
By far, it was not a terrorist threat.
I
by
was
any
talking to
means.
Aaron about this, and he's like, "Well, I mean, if you do any kind of say something that you're going to hurt someone, then it's not freedom of speech anymore. It's like he didn't actually say he was going to hurt a specific person
Or
no,
school.
he didn't.
or school.
He didn't.
And there's no evidence to show that
He
he
just
was capable or he didn't
Yeah.
have any weapons or like you guys
I
said
don't know.
preparation. I
Right.
think that maybe if they would kept an eye on him or had him do
Sure,
something.
put him on some watch. I don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he made the comment, and then a gal on that kid's Facebook page
From Canada.
saw the comment, Googled the kid, found his address, and realized that he lived a block away from an elementary school or across the street from an elementary school, and she was like, "Oh my gosh."
It's
To be
not.
honest, though,
that's
doesn't
not,
everyone
it's-
live close to
Don't
elementary
get me
school?
wrong. That's especially in this day and age, you never know. I mean, I think she had the right to necessarily call the police to check up on it. Like, to be honest, I know it's
Yeah.
but to see that he's next to a school and he said something like that, But don't get me wrong. After they raided his house, I don't think he should be in jail for 5 months or whatever.
Yeah,
That's-
I agree.
Don't say
Yeah,
stupid stuff on the internet.
Don't say stupid stuff on
Yeah.
the internet. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know. It went a little far.
I can't
but-
wait to say the story to my son when he gets older.
Yeah.
this is what
careful
happens to you if you
Here's
say
what
stuff on the
happened.
internet. It's
Yeah,
dumb.
absolutely. Don't be a bully.
Mm-hmm.
So Gfinity was this weekend, the Call of Duty tournament in London.
Okay, I actually didn't even hear about this. I usually hear about. So is Gfinity? Is it a new tournament? Have they been doing it for a while?
They've been
I don't
doing
know
it
anything
for
about it.
a couple years, I
Okay,
believe. But
and it's only Call of
it's-
Duty, or do they do all first person shooters?
I think it was only Call of Duty.
Okay.
I do. I think it was just Black Ops 2. All the major teams were there: Complexity, NBS, Optic, and they all finished exactly where they finished at Anaheim.
Oh yeah, that was only 2 weeks ago. So
Right, which was only 2 weeks
So it
ago.
makes sense.
But, Complexity won again. Optic got third again, and I can't remember who got second. But the biggest news out of it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally talking on my ass. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I just started following esports fairly closely, like a couple months ago.
well, yeah, that's. I mean, most people in the last couple of years is when
Yeah.
they actually call them 09ers because that's when StarCraft 2 came out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're not an 09er, but I'm just saying like
Right.
there's
I
been
gotcha.
there's been a decade of esports, but there's been
Right.
a lot of new people recently, and they don't really know a lot
So-
about the old stuff. I'm one of the people. I only started following it in 09.
Yeah, I just I follow some of the Optic guys on Twitter, and a couple YouTube people that I follow are Optic fans. So my feed was just full of Gfinity information. It was full of Anaheim information a couple weeks ago, and the Call of Duty Championship back in April, which seems strange to me that the $1 million tournament, the Call of Duty $1 million tournament, was the first one that started off the season. Anaheim was only worth $50,000. Gfinity is only worth $50,000.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you have the championship at the end of the season?
yeah. It really goes off the time period of when their games come out though, because they're doing a specific time. They'd have to like skip 1 year and then have it be the end because the game came out. But
Right.
they didn't start doing it like the year didn't
Well, the
start
game came out in
esports
November,
until,
so championship
Yeah.
was in April, so 6 months. Everybody had 6 months with the game.
Yeah, but what they do is like MLG doesn't do much in January and February,
Right.
and then they start doing their tournaments, and then and they're a big part of the esports scene in America,
Right.
especially for consoles. So it just it starts too late. No, I mean, they did one tournament. I mean, there's already been one MLG before the
The
other
winter
one.
championship.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there was winter championship.
Yeah, there was winter championship.
And they've been doing some. I think they did some arena stuff. Maybe I can't remember. I haven't followed that scene as much, so I just know at the big ones they're always there.
yeah,
Their stage was bigger this time around. They were all three
Right.
equal, so that's good for them.
yeah. It's definitely picking up. I mean, the fact that all these guys are
Well, they had to-
going to London. I mean, they're
They added kill streaks. That was a
Right.
big thing that they didn't do. This is the first time
Right.
they've ever had kill streaks in a competitive play.
oh really?
It shows
Yeah.
you how
I thought they
little
just
I
dropped
know.
I just thought they dropped the care packages. I didn't
No,
think you
no.
could
I
ever
mean,
get a
you can
care
get.
package.
They do have some banned, but I mean,
Right.
lightning strikes not banned.
No.
Care packages. I don't know if UAVs are. I don't know which
I'm
ones
sure
are or not.
UAVs are fine.
But before they didn't, and that's why it wasn't as popular. Was because one of the reasons was because they people would watch it and they'd be like, well, that's not how I
Right.
watch. Like it banned guns. It's already kind of weird because they play way different than a normal team does because they're talking and they have strategy.
They communicate, yeah.
But they added a lot of strategy because like with a lightning strike, you can click it and then it brings up and it pings everyone.
Right.
But you don't have to use it.
No.
They will.
But it only pings them once though.
It only pings once every so often, like every 2 minutes, or I think there's a time limit on it.
Oh, is there?
It'll ping again eventually. Maybe the next round. I can't remember what it was, but there's this.
I thought it only pinged once.
It's changed the meta for what they can do a lot, and it creates exciting games because everyone's on a flag, and then everyone's dead, and the game ends, and you win by 6 points because they didn't cap it.
Right.
I mean, that stuff happens, and it's more exciting. So
The biggest piece of news that came out of the whole thing was Team Envious, one of their go-to guys, Stainville, in one of the final matches went 16-30. And they were like, unacceptable. You're gone. They kicked him out right then and there.
Wow.
Yeah. And
was there still more tournament left?
No, that was their last match.
Oh, okay.
They finished in like 12th place, like 9th to 12th place. However, the bracket was really screwed up at Gfinity. I heard. I had no idea how to. But and then Karma, who was with Impact, who took second.
Is he like their go-to guy?
He is arguably the best Call of Duty player in the world.
Okay.
Is what they say. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's what I picked up. And he went to Envious. So don't be surprised to see Envious right back at the top at the next tournament.
It's crazy.
It's
a lot of pressure because we've all played online games and maybe we do well on average, but every now and again we have those rotten games.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine one bad game ending a career.
It could have been a series of events too.
He got picked up by somebody else right away, but
yeah,
I mean they all
so,
did. And I think like the only team that hasn't made significant changes after every tournament is Optic.
Well, yeah, but they do. Don't they win almost everything?
Well, they finished in third place. I think all 3 tournaments they got third place. They might have got second at the COD Championship.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
No, it's still some money, but
I mean, it sucks to not get first, but I mean, finishing third, it's kind of half the time it's roll the dice sometimes for
top 3 all tournaments. I mean, can't
they're
ask more than that.
They're all sponsored, so it's not like they had to pay for their trip. I mean, it's not like you and I go and spending.
No, we're not a casual person on open bracket.
Yeah, a couple grand on a plane ticket, and then a few $100s on hotels.
Oh yeah, in Europe.
Europe,
I'm assuming there was no name American teams there. There's probably no name Europe teams there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably unless somebody's got some loaded parents or something.
Because I'm familiar with like League and StarCraft a bit. Like who's is that pretty mixed up in Call of Duty games as far as who does well in what country or?
As far as I know, Europe is better normally. In first-person shooter games, and actually they're better in StarCraft 2 now as well.
Don't forget, also
are they better in League of Legends too?
Well, a lot most of the time.
They have more of an infrastructure than we do. They have for a while.
Right.
I mean, there's team houses popping up in Southern California,
right?
For at least for some StarCraft teams. I'm assuming Call of Duty
once you get to the tournament, though, it's all LAN. So. I mean,
no, of course, it's just
you don't have to that connection
our country
to compete with
is humongous.
Yes.
So it's harder. It's always the case. That's our excuse, I guess. We're big, so there's some guy in New York and some guy in LA. They're not going to be able to really practice in the same house, eat, breathe, and sleep that game.
Right. Well, like
as much as you can if you're in a team house.
As far as I know, the 4 competitive Optic teammates, Nade, Scump, I can't remember the other 2, all live in Chicago.
They all live in they must have all moved to the same spot.
Yeah, so they can all play together, and they
I'm
do have.
They chose Chicago.
I forget where their team house isn't in Chicago though, but
oh
yeah, they have a team house, but it's not in Chicago.
Oh, so where do they live then?
They live in Chicago, but that's not where the team house is.
That's confusing. So they don't live in the team house.
No,
then.
they don't live in the team house.
That's really weird.
Yeah. And they're all.
That's why they're getting third.
I mean, they're all. Yeah, that might be.
I'm just kidding.
Because they went to the team house like a week. I think they went to the team house like a week before the tournament.
Yeah, that's what a lot of. I don't remember what they call it. It's basically just like cramming before a test type thing.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that can't be good.
I mean, they obviously a week out, so it's a little better than just the night before for a test. But
yeah,
it'd be better if they lived in the house the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got lives, but
I know.
I mean, they're all sponsored.
There's
too.
a reason why the Korean teams beat everyone
Sure.
in everything,
Right.
esports wise. Eventually,
Right. Unless you're playing 1-on-1.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, StarCraft's a one-on-one
Yeah.
game, and Koreans destroy everyone else. There are a couple European players that can get top 5, but it's usually one per tournament, and then the other 10 are Koreans. This is the way it is. But they all live in the same
We're
house.
too busy making the awesome game they play.
Right.
That's my excuse.
Yep.
Yeah. The Evo Championship Series was this weekend too.
I didn't watch any of this. I
work all weekend. I never get a chance to
that's
watch
actually
them.
why I didn't either. I was trying to figure out why.
I really wanted to watch Gfinity, but
I work from 4 to midnight every day. So.
Yeah, I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I could have gone home and watched an hour of Gfinity in the morning.
Did they have VODs right up? Did they have videos on demand, like right after?
No. Well, I'm sure I could find some, but it was all on Twitch.
Oh, then yeah,
You
so
know,
you probably
so-
could watch it through, unless you had to pay.
But
Sometimes you
I
have
don't
to
know.
pay.
It seems like a moot point to me to watch it after the fact. But
Well,
I don't know.
you'd really only watch it to watch a specific person that you would be following,
Yeah.
But it's easier to just go on whatever wiki they have for the thing and just see
Right.
what the bracket did.
Yeah. But Evo Championship was this weekend, which generally consists of Street Fighter, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, Injustice this year was a big title, and Mortal Kombat dropped a little bit. It wasn't as major. In fact, they had their final day 1.
Oh, okay. Probably King of Fighters.
King of Fighters
13. God, I don't know.
Yeah,
13, right?
13. But the winners of the big 4 that I felt anyways, Injustice winner was EMP KDZ, and
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
I don't know anything about him either, but he won.
I only know.
Congratulations,
Justin,
good for him.
I only know if Justin Wong wins because
He did not
He's part of
win,
EG, and I
But,
follow EG on Twitter.
He actually, since you brought him up, he apparently had a major comeback in the Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom.
That's his thing. He will get to
Right.
he'll get to the lower bracket like right away, and then come back and win the whole thing.
Yeah, he came back and took second, but
he didn't do the double.
No, he didn't win, but he took second.
Yeah, and they don't do extended series there, so which is good. You have to win twice.
Right.
Like you have to win against the winner's person.
Yeah.
2 full sets in a row.
I guess he got booed pretty hard when he first came on, and then by the time he was in the winner's bracket at the championship game, people were cheering for him pretty hard. They were calling it a pretty big comeback.
What are
story.
they booing at him for? Is it poor performance, or
I don't
is it
know.
the
He's just
characters he
not sure.
chooses?
He's a
I
super
don't
nice
know.
guy too.
I don't know.
I follow him on Twitter, and
Do you?
yeah, well, I follow lots of EG guys because it's my favorite team, esports team,
Right.
and he always seems like a super nice guy. He'll be on like Live on 3 or something. And he'll just be talking and be a super nice guy. So it's weird that they would boo him.
And then the Street Fighter 4 winner was MCZ Zion.
I don't recognize any of these names.
I don't either. I don't.
I usually recognize the
Team.
like the top person.
Ah.
There's usually, I don't remember their names, but there's a couple Japanese guys because obviously they're the best at this game
Right.
because they still have arcades, which is really weird.
True.
Like they literally still practice in an arcade, like old school arcade.
Pump quarters in?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. I'm
Imagine they-
assuming they get.
Probably own their own arcade.
Well, I'm not sure how that works, but they probably pay. It's probably time. Like you're not
Sure.
using quarters anymore. You're buying an hour's worth of
Right.
time, like a internet cafe would be. But all right.
And then the Mortal Kombat winner, which I had to go to a completely different page to find, was Crazy DJ T88.
That's a terrible name.
And he actually, I read the article, and everybody uses Cabal in Mortal Kombat 9.
Huh.
All the pros
It makes sense.
use Cabal.
He's pretty ridiculous.
And he won with Cyrax. Cyrax proved the ultimate breaker for. I've always been
I
a big
always
Scorpion
played
and
with.
Sub-Zero.
I played Scorpion and Sub-Zero a lot. I
Yeah.
also played Liu Kang quite a bit when I was younger, like in
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah, I've always been Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Which Scorpion
Freeze
is...
uppercut, freeze uppercut, freeze
Yeah,
uppercut.
freeze
I win.
right. Scorpion is in Injustice. They used him as a downloadable character for Gods Among
Oh.
Us. He was the third.
They're downloadable character.
Yeah, the third downloadable character, and then Zod was the fourth, and they just announced a fifth downloadable playable character
Martian Manhunter, wasn't
is
it?
going to be Martian Manhunter. Yes, yes, it is.
I really need to get a fighting stick.
That's why I ended up trading in Borderlands, was because I wanted the Injustice fight stick
Combo.
So I don't like it.
I haven't played this as sad as that makes me, because I'm kind of a fan of DC.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's nice and fluid like Mortal Kombat is, but the only problem I have is I don't care for. I like finishers. You know, I like being able to finish a guy in Mortal Kombat. And one thing Street Fighter does well is even though you don't have a finisher, when you win a round or you win a fight, the fighter stays down. One thing I hate about Injustice is when you win the round, they get up and then they fall over.
Oh, that's
And it just
dumb looking.
it takes me out of the experience.
That's weird. That's what they used to do in Mortal Kombat, though.
Well, you'll see it in the trailer here.
It sounds like they used the voice actors that were in the DC cartoons.
I think they might have used some.
That's cool.
Aw, Martians don't like fire.
I love the stage transitions though.
That is-
but from
that is
what
cool.
I heard, they took that out of Pro.
Yeah,
They
and
took that out of Championship.
and I
makes sense.
heard some people saying it got old, but I think you can turn it off, right?
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Well, that's cool. They have that option.
Well, they did that option for esports.
Okay.
It's just too long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
not to mention, I'm sure some levels might have
And
overpowered
it deals a bunch
transitions.
of damage too.
oh, did it?
Yeah, it deals a
well,
ton of
that's
damage.
Dumb.
Yeah, I think those are the voice actors from the animated DC. I'm a nerd.
Good. That's why we like you.
He's got to win round one here eventually.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they live this long. Like,
Actually, I think we might have missed it. They might have already done it, but
Oh, wow.
in Marvel vs. Capcom, they would have already been like the next fight.
There, see, he gets up and then he falls down.
Yeah,
It's
that was a
ridiculous, but
really
anyways.
long first round.
That was the full fight actually.
Oh, okay.
It was just- it didn't
was
take
the
long.
Full fight, yeah. So
Is
but
Deathstroke
he's-
any good?
Is
I
what?
do. Deathstroke is a lot of fun.
I'm kind
actually.
of a fanboy, so
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's very good. I like Deathstroke a lot.
I feel like that's one of those games that it'd be really easy to do cross-platform on. That I wish they would. Like between PC and one of the other consoles.
keep
Because
trying.
you wouldn't have any kind of a... Well, PlayStation did it with some games. They did it with
I
Portal,
know.
too. So one game. I think they did one other one. I can't remember what it was, but... Yeah.
So I caught this article this morning actually. Video games can help in stroke rehab, says Israeli research. It was a long article. I skimmed it.
I read the first, 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs.
It's-
Just to
it's
understand
basically-
what they were talking about.
Yeah, it was basically just stimulating brain cells that.
Be honest, that's all you really ever hear. I mean,
Right.
you have those idiots who tried to make the connection between violence and video games, which obviously doesn't exist.
No, and there's
but-
actually studies out there that,
Yeah,
that say
they-
it negates violence.
And then you even got the military who said that people score higher on the reaction and
Yeah,
hand-eye
gamers have faster
coordination.
reflexes,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's you know.
Yeah, what they said with this was basically they would do one session of normal rehabilitation, and then it was like half the amount of time and movement and what they would do if they were just playing a specific thing on the Wii or whatever thing they were doing. I think it was the Wii, right? Or Wii U.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what console they were. I'm sure it was the Wii because it's the most movement one, I guess, or it has the most games with movement. But yeah, I mean it's cool, I guess.
No, it's interesting. Just it's not all bad for you.
No.
Well-
just sit far enough away from the TV.
Right.
Well, yeah, and take a break when you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Take a break every 30 minutes. Fuck that.
Well, man, Adam, he can get pretty mad with. I've seen many coffee cups cry.
What?
On his wall. No, I just remember when you used to knock cups off your desk
Oh, yeah,
back in the day.
That was really only with
You
StarCraft.
should have seen. I recently got Street Fighter and he hadn't played it in a while, and his favorite character's Ken, and he decided to go online and try
Oh
a
my
few matches.
God.
Oh my god, he exploded. I mean, I don't blame him either. Just
It was like it wasn't the fact that I was losing. It was like the lag was so bad
yeah,
that like literally things were taking like 2 seconds to like do. So it was just extra terrible. And I just like I hate lag. Lag drives me nuts more than anything on the planet. So
what are we watching here?
My wife sent this to me the other day,
Oh.
and I'm just gonna let it play because it's
It's Console Wars the musical.
Console Wars the musical.
It's really good.
It's really good, and I'm gonna mute everybody.
The PS4 will take it all. We'll leave the Xbox in the dirt. We'll be $100 less. There'll be a mess. We will make Microsoft hurt. Our Xbox One was something new, a system built to pave the way. But people took up in a rage. They're scared of change. They want the same. They're all to blame, but we will still win the day. Our console's better. Our console's better. Our console's better than yours. We're gonna win it. We're gonna take it. We're gonna settle the score. It's on.
PC, it's better on PC. Play games the way they're meant to be.
Play on PC. The future is on Steam. The consoles hold our progress back with discs that crack. PC.
The PS4 is better RAM. Nobody cares about Kinect. You had the eye last time we checked. At least they're giving us a choice. We have a voice.
We have superior tech.
We just about have equal specs. From launch, the Xbox One will soar. The PS4 will win the war. We'll play our games and watch TV. Why play a game on half a screen? A multimedia device. A better price. Take our advice. We won't think twice. Cause we're the best on the scene. Well, we have Halo. And we got Killzone. But we got so many more. We're getting Triclub. And we have Forza. And we might get God of War. Why would we ever play
It's
PC?
better on PC.
I wanna play on my
Play
TV.
games the way they're meant to be.
Play on PC. Higher FOV. Proudly download countless games from epic sales. PC. It's better on PC. Play games the way they're meant to be. It's right for you and me. Together now from dusk till dawn. We're playing on PC.
What's the musical?
It's West Side Story.
West Side.
West Side
Okay,
Story,
okay.
It's
I was
West
like,
Side
oh, it's West Side Story.
I know that.
I knew Adam would like that, considering how much they worship PC.
I just thought it was funny that it was even
A thing.
well that it was in there and they were. That's what all PC players say though.
Right.
That's why it's so perfect.
Yeah, but not.
But it's better on PC.
It is, but
No,
it's
Some
cheaper.
games
It's
aren't.
cheaper if you can make your own PC, but a lot of people aren't smart enough to do that.
sure.
Just saying.
I'm
Convenience with the console, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh no, that's why it exists.
Yeah.
Well, that and PCs weren't really made for gaming.
The original gaming consoles were PCs. They were computer systems.
Nintendo. Yeah. What
Before-
about
before that.
Pong?
Yeah, Big Pong. Those were the.
Right.
Atari
That was
computer
sorry,
system.
but that was
Yeah.
before
I know.
computers were capable of gaming.
Yeah, without getting a specific thing that really couldn't do anything else but just game. Yeah.
Well, there's all the other old consoles.
They just didn't have anything, a name for them. Because.
Well, they had the ridiculous GX 2800 and with the wood paneling,
Yeah.
and then the screen inserts you'd put over the TV
Yeah.
because there's no color.
This one looks better with the red one.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's a console.
So that's about it for news. We got new releases this week. Dynasty Warriors 8, which Tom's playing.
Yeah, and once again, only if you like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. Save your money.
Oh, Beyond Two Souls, huh?
Well, I put a couple of games to watch for.
To watch for.
Yeah,
I thought I was like,
not
it's
till-
out. Holy.
No,
Why am I
not till-
here?
Yeah.
See, guys.
Till October. No,
Um,
I've been hearing a little bit about The Evil Within, and I'm getting excited.
It's
for
made
it.
by the guys that make Resident
It
Evil.
is-
Oh, but
it is made by the guy that started Resident
Is that
Evil.
that
okay,
weird, that
okay.
really creepy
Yeah.
Bethesda preview with the guy working the barbed wire or whatever?
I don't think I've even seen a trailer.
Yeah,
for
I've
it.
only seen. There's a couple
I've only
articles.
seen a couple
There's-
articles. I don't even
there-
think we have a trailer yet.
I was gonna say Bethesda was gonna release this new scary game or whatever, and they had a
Well, yeah, this is Bethesda.
yeah.
think,
Maybe
right?
it's something else. I don't know.
Might be something
I'll have to find it and link it to you guys. But also, I guess Watch Dogs. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to the Watch Dog trailers. They are. I guess they're gonna make it into a series as far as
Good.
similar to kind of the Assassin's Creed esque.
See, I like when they pour
It's the same
AAA
company, isn't
money into a new game,
Yeah.
so we can have a new, 3-game series thing, and then maybe move on to something else that's innovative.
Yeah, I'm getting excited for that. I like scares in my games.
Man. And then Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
I know.
Did you guys
And we-
watch?
yeah,
the
we talked about
gameplay?
it.
Yeah,
We
you
watched
watched it
We talked
last
about it
week.
last week. You weren't here.
I know. That was my bad.
And
But
we talked a bit about Beyond Two Souls last week too.
any word on the Grand Theft Auto front as far as if they're gonna have co-op on the main game at all or not?
I don't think they've released information about
Yeah,
it, but
we haven't.
I'm assuming they will.
we know there's.
I want to
you think
plan
so?
bank robberies
I'd
with
hope
my
so.
friends.
At
Yeah,
least,
I hope so,
at
too,
least,
now that you mention it.
maybe not the. Maybe they'll do something like what Portal did. I don't know, where it's like a separate thing.
The only problem
But-
with
Well, I
that
know
and
they're
other
gonna have
games have done
multiplayer,
that is
The fact that you have 3 main characters, it would almost be ridiculous not to do
Yeah,
a co-op.
yeah. The
be
only
easy.
the only thing with the separate co-op, I mean, Portal pulled it off because they're amazing, but is like
Right.
you get the Far Cry thing where it's smaller, it's condensed, and they can't put as much into it when it's like a totally separate thing.
Yeah.
The only people I really saw that pull that off fairly well, and that was only on console, was Red Dead Redemption. But they had a lot to do on there.
That game was big.
Yep.
I hope Grand Theft Auto is as big as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, I do too. It looks good.
It's not very often that people are disappointed when they release the new Grand Theft Auto.
That is true.
Don't get me wrong. The last one had its obvious problems. You want to go bowling, and also it feels
Right.
like you're driving on ice all the
Right.
time. But
Oh, but now instead of bowling, we get to go golf and play tennis and go skydiving.
yeah, things that are not throwing darts at a dartboard
Right.
while you're drunk. But
Right.
no,
you can play pool too, couldn't you?
yeah, there's a lot of little things you could do on that, but most of it I felt it was kind of cool at first. You're like, I'm playing darts, but then it grew rather tedious and
Right.
made me sad.
Yeah.
I wish you could throw the cell phone out the car window.
Oh my god, they're releasing the R.I.P.D. the game. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
So
gonna be so
excited.
good.
Every time I see the trailer for that movie,
Men in Black clone.
I die a little bit inside. It just looks bad.
It makes me think of they came out with an arcade title for Pacific Rim.
Hmm.
And,
I'm sure that was bad too.
The Kevin Van Ord, the critic for GameSpot that I follow on Twitter, made a comment I think yesterday, and he was like, I love that Raptor, when it shows my updates, it puts an exclamation point to playing this game, as if I'm excited to be playing this game. And he was playing Pacific Rim.
You know
so-
what they needed to do with it for even an arcade title is remember the arcade game, was it King of the Monsters?
Oh, yeah.
Where you're actually big giant monsters and you had to stop aliens. It was actually a arcade game first, but then it came out on like Super Nintendo and stuff. They needed to do that, but with the Pacific Rim, just the old beat 'em up
that's what I was
titles.
thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that one where you were. God, I think I talked about it last time. I don't remember, but you were the monsters and you were like destroying the.
Rampage or something?
Yeah, kind of like a Rampage type game.
Right, Rampage.
I just more Final Fight though.
Oh yeah, I love Final Fight.
No, but actually, I'm surprised they don't do more games like that. The beat 'em ups. I realize.
Down.
Sorry, I do like as a big fan of Castle Crashers and
I
games
wish there
like
was
that.
more games like that, like Castle Crashers.
No, yeah, fun beat 'em ups, and a lot of indie developers have had good ideas in the past. I just wish there was more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wish there was more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they're games that my girlfriend would play with me
Yeah.
because she wanted me to buy it on Steam and she played it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if there was more games like that in existence that were
You can
cute
get your
and
girlfriend to play with you?
usually on Fridays.
Lucky.
No, I meant what kind of play we're talking about.
But
All right.
Metro Last Light Faction Pack.
Oh
comes
yeah,
out.
it's a DLC for the game.
Anybody buy it for a penny on Best Buy the other day when they had their little?
No,
glitch?
I didn't see it until it was too late,
Yeah.
and then they were sold out,
Yeah, I
which
thought it was
means
too
they probably
late,
just
too.
took it off
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah. But congrats to anybody who got their hands on that.
Yeah,
That's can't beat that. A whole penny.
yeah. I wonder who got fired.
Yeah, no kidding, right? How many thousands of copies?
who
did they
did that? Was
sell?
it Razer who accidentally gave coupons or mislabeled a price, and then the owner was like, "Okay, well, we made a mistake. We'll just go through with it," and it actually costed them money, but they, did it
Well,
anyways for the
Yeah,
customers.
it was a digital download, so it's not like they lost physical copies of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
So-
I guess they didn't actually technically lose anything.
Right.
Interesting how that works now.
That
huh?
that would hurt the developer more than it would have hurt Best Buy, unless
Yeah.
Best Buy has to recoup the developer.
Which
is
maybe.
possible.
That is possible.
I mean, because I'm sure they
Actually,
pay a
that's
certain
true.
percentage for
that
every.
is true.
So
Good for the developer, man.
yeah,
Because they just got a shit
They
ton
just
of
got a
money.
shit ton of money. Yep. There's nothing worth noting coming out this week.
No, not really. I just put those down. 'cause I
Besides
saw them.
Dynasty Warriors.
I looked. I was gonna add some stuff, and I looked. And I'm like, no.
Right before, about 2 hours before the show, I was like, I should look. I don't
Yeah.
think there is anything, but
Yeah, no.
no, I mean,
I saw Dynasty Warriors, and I'm like, no. So that's
Fair enough.
I think that'll.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So you can check us out on YouTube. If you're watching us on Twitch, our
Time
whole
spent poorly.
3 viewers,
Oh, nice.
which is me and Nathan and us.
Yes.
So
Yep. Well, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe someone.
my
just-
daughter might be staring at the computer, going, "It's Daddy, Daddy."
That's okay. Some people watch them after. The fact.
No. Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
I just wanted to start the process.
Right.
Maybe.
So-
I mean, we're gonna do all the shows from
Yeah.
the network on this Twitch channel.
Right.
So, and then also be on YouTube, and then we're on Stitcher as well.
Stitcher Radio.
That's brand new.
Yeah, that's brand new. If
sign
you
up for the-
download the app, don't forget to tell them who sent you. Time spent poorly. You can download us on iTunes,
Yep. TimespentPoorly.com.
timespentpoorly.com. We are all over.
We do movie shows. Tom's on
Movie shows.
Hang from the Balcony movie show. We also do a comic book one.
Comic Book Nerdgasm is one of my favorite shows.
Katie Reed. They just got videos at the second studio, so they'll be doing more.
We have a second
shows.
studio.
Yeah, at Derek's house.
Oh.
He just got his camera and stuff set up. So,
Very nice.
yep, we should be more of those soon. So,
Very
yeah.
good. So that's it for us. I'm Johnny525, Adam S.C. Sampson, and Tom the Doubter.
Bye.
See you later.
I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the one.